Hello and welcome everyone. I hope you all are fit and fine. Students, today we are beginning with the new chapter, which is chapter 4, Business Services. Let us begin now. See the first topic. The first topic is meaning of business services. Students, let us understand the meaning of business services. You have studied in the first chapter itself the meaning of business. Okay. So what is the meaning of business? What is business? Business is what? Business is an economic activity. Okay. Business is an economic activity which involves buying and selling of goods. Okay. Now, if you know the meaning of business, then what is the meaning of services? See students, services is what? Services is an intangible product. Okay, intangible product means the product which cannot be seen and touched, but it can be experienced. Okay, as in like you experience the services of hotels, you experience the services of restaurants, you experience the services of salon, so etc. Okay, in which there is no product selling is involved, there is only the delivery of the service. Okay, so services is an intangible commodity, or service is an intangible product which cannot be seen and which cannot be seen and touched, but it can only be experienced. Okay, now what is business services? Okay, as you understood the meaning of business also, and you understood the meaning of services also, right? So business services means the services which supports the business. Okay, the services which supports the business means the services which helps in or which supports the businessman in buying and selling of goods. Okay, so let us understand this more clearly. Yes, see the first point. It has already been stated that commerce consists of trade and auxiliaries to trade. Students, if you remember, then in the first chapter itself, we have studied the classification of business activities. Okay, in the classification of business activities, we have seen that there are two categories under business activities. The first is industry and the second is commerce. Under commerce, you will see the commerce is divided into two: trade and aids to trade. Okay, as you know, trade means like trading, buying and selling of goods, it is the activity. Okay, now aids to trade means what? Aids to trade means the services which is provided in order to facilitate trade. What all services are required in order to facilitate trade? The transport services, communication services, banking and finance services, insurance services, advertising services, so many are there. Okay, so here, as you know, that the commerce is divided into trade and auxiliaries to trade. So auxiliaries to trade are the one, okay, are the one which facilitate trade, which helps in trading. Okay, now see the next line. Auxiliaries or aids to trade refers to the activities. Okay, auxiliaries or aid to trade is what? It is an activity related to buying and selling of goods and services. Okay, it is an activity related to buying and selling of goods and services, and it is the one which actually facilitate the buying and selling of goods and services, right? Now see, these auxiliaries to trade are also known as business services. So same, the auxiliaries to trade means all these are also known as business services, right? Now see the example of business services, you will understand. Business services involve banking, means student, for running a business. Okay, now in business, for example, if a person is running a business and he is manufacturing cooler, maybe, okay, fine, then he is manufacturing cooler. So in order to manufacture cooler, he require many things: raw materials, labor, machinery, many things are required. So to carry out the production of cooler, means to carry out the production, to manufacture cooler, he require money, he require insurance for the building, he has to do the insurance for the machineries. Okay, now he may require the raw material, okay, for production. So for raw material, he need warehouse to store the stock and to store the raw materials, everything. So in order to carry out a business, okay, the business requires the extra services which actually helps a businessman to carry out its business smoothly. Okay, पैसे की ज़रूरत होती है तो बैंक वाले के पास जाते हैं, मशीनरीज को सेफ रखना है तो इंश्योरेंस कराया जाता है, दे रिक्वायर ट्रांसपोर्टेशन फैसिलिटी, अब गुड्स को प्रोडक्शन हो गई है, गुड्स को स्टोर करके रखना है, देन दे रिक्वायर वेयर हाउस, जो गोडाउन होता है वहाँ पे वेयर हाउस, उसको गोडाउन को वेयर हाउस बोला जाता है. सो दे रिक्वायर ऑल दीज kinds of services. Okay, so business requires all these kinds of services which actually supports its function, okay, which actually supports its operations of buying and selling of goods and services. So in a way we understood that business services are the services which actually facilitate business. Okay, due to all these services a businessman can run its business smoothly. Okay, now you have very well understood the meaning of business services. Now we will move to the next topic, which is classification or types of business services. Now students, we have understood about the meaning of business services. Now we will see how many types of business services are there. See, basically there are different types of business services, but here we are categorized these. Okay, banking, insurance, postal and telecom service, warehousing service, transportation service, but other services are also there. But in this chapter we are going to study only about banking, insurance and telecom service. Okay, this has been taken out of your syllabus and this is not considered, okay, as per the syllabus point of view. So basically we will study and we will talk about banking service, insurance service and the telecom service of the business. Okay, so let us begin with the first one, which is banking services. Okay, students, let us first understand the meaning of bank. What is a bank? What is the meaning of a bank? Read the explanation. Bank is a financial institution which collect deposits from public, repayable on demand, and earns a small margin of profit by lending money or giving loans. So what is a bank? Bank is an institution. Okay, bank is what? Bank is an institution. What kind of institution? Bank is the institution which deals with money, right? It deals with money. It generally carry out its operation in monetary form. So that is why it is considered as financial institution, right? So bank is what? Bank is an institution, not only an institution, but it is a financial institution. So bank is a financial institution, which means what is the work of bank? Students, what does the bank do? See, bank collects the deposit from the public. We are the general public. Okay, students, we are the general public. Okay, so we deposit our money in the bank. Okay, we keep our money in the saving account, we deposit our money in the bank. So bank is an institution which collects the deposit from public, means whatever we are depositing, bank collects that money and keep it safe in the bank. And repayable on demand means whenever the money is demanded from the bank, they pay it to their customers. Okay, and earn a small margin of profit by lending money or giving loans. Okay, means students, the bank does all the service, gives all the services, but for like, from where does the earning come? The earning come from the margin of profit by lending money or by giving loan. It means that the bank gives loan. Okay, now when the bank lends the money or when the bank gives the loans, then you very well know that they charge some interest. Okay, they charge some interest. Okay, so in that interest, through that interest, they earn a small margin of profit over the money which they are giving as लोन्स. ओके, तो जो भी लोन्स वो देते हैं उसके ऊपर वो इंटरेस्ट चार्ज करते हैं, जो इंटरेस्ट अमाउंट है वो किसको जाता है? इट इज़ काइंड ऑफ अर्निंग टू द bank, right? So what is bank? Bank is a financial institution which collect the deposit from the public, repayable on demand, okay, and earns small margin of profit by lending money and giving loans. Understood? It's very simple. Okay, it's very simple. Now see the next topic, types of bank accounts. Now we will see how many types of bank accounts are there. See the number 1, saving deposit account, 2, current deposit account, 3, recurring deposit account, 4, fixed deposit account, 5th, multiple option deposit account. These are the 5 types of bank accounts which we are going to study now. See the first one, saving deposit account. Read the explanation along with me, students. A person can open a saving deposit account by depositing a small sum of money. Very simple. Saving deposit account. By the name itself, you can identify that it is a saving accounts in which generally the person actually deposit their savings. Whatever they are earning, they save some amount of money and they deposit in their saving deposit account. Okay, so a person can open a saving deposit account by depositing a small sum of money. Okay, so whatever sum of money they want to deposit, they can deposit and they can open a saving deposit account. He can withdraw money from his account whenever needed. So it is very simple. Whenever needed, the person can withdraw the money from that account, right? All the amount deposited and withdrawn by depositor are recorded in the passbook. That's very clear. Whatever amount is debited and whatever is credited, okay, so everything will be recorded in the passbook. You might have seen the passbook, right? Yeah. So in passbook, all the amounts which are deposited and withdrawn are clearly recorded. Okay, whatever the transactions are done, which amount is credited, how much amount is credited, how much amount is debited, all the record of the transactions are present in the passbook. Okay, you can see that in the passbook. So this is saving deposit account. Now moving to the next, which is current deposit account. See the explanation. Current deposit accounts are opened by businessmen. Okay, very specific. Current deposit account are the account which are opened by whom? The general public, or we people, like the general human being who do not have any business cannot open current deposit account. Current deposit account are generally for the businessmen. Okay, now the account holder can deposit and withdraw money whenever desired. Okay, same, the process is same, right? In current deposit account, the current deposit account are the account which are generally opened by the businessman, and the businessman, okay, whosoever is the account holder can deposit the money and can withdraw मतलब वापस से निकालना. Okay, deposit मतलब वापस से उसको डालना, deposit करना, submit करना. Okay, so depositing and withdrawal of money is as per the desire of the account holder. Whenever they desire, they can take the money, and whenever they desire, they can deposit the money. Now withdrawal is always made by check. This is not check, this is check. Okay, okay, now see, withdrawal is always made by check. Overdraft and credit limit facility is available in this account. Means current deposit account are generally account which are created by businessman. Okay, so in this, overdraft and credit limit facility is available in this account. Means overdraft means to take the amount of money more than the limit. Okay, means if you have 1000 balance in your account, okay, and if you want to take one more 1000, then you can take that from the bank. Okay, that is overdraft, means taking the excess amount over the limit of your bank account. Okay, over the limit of your bank account or the savings which is there in your account. Okay, so that is overdraft. And credit facility, okay, taking the money in credit. Okay, that facility is also available in this account. So this we have studied. Saving deposits is very simple. Okay, any person can open the saving deposit by depositing a small sum of money, but current deposit account are generally opened by the, not generally but actually are opened by the businessman. Okay, and then the next is a recurring deposit account. See the explanation, students. A depositor can deposit a fixed amount, say rupees 100 every month for a fixed period. The amount together with interest is repaid on maturity. For example, that the person want to, like, for saving purpose. Okay, the saving purpose, the person is doing what? The person makes a recurring deposit account. Now what is recurring deposit account? In recurring deposit account, the person has to pay some amount of money, okay, for a fixed period of time. Okay, for example, that person is paying 100 rupees, means per month, means 100 rupees in January, 100 rupees in February, 100 rupees in March. So every month the person is paying some amount of money for a fixed period of time. Fixed period of time, let's say that the recurring deposit account has the maturity period of 5 years, or we can say for 1 year. Let's take 1 year. Okay, if it is of 1 year, then till 1 year the person has to pay 100 rupees every month. And after the maturity, means after 1 year, okay, when the maturity period will come, okay, after 1 year he will get all his money, okay, all the amount together with the interest amount. Now whatever you are depositing, students, okay, the over that money you will get some interest. Means suppose आप 100 रुपीज़ डिपॉजिट कर रहे हो, तो उस पर बैंक का एक रेट होता है. लेट्स सपोज 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, वॉट एवर द रेट इज़ देयर. ओके, सो वो रेट उस चीज़ पे लग जाता है, रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, एंड द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट गेट्स एडेड टू योर प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट. ओके, तो आपने जितना डिपॉजिट किया एंड उस पर जितना रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट था वो इंक्लूड करके फिर आपको टोटल पैसे मिलते हैं आफ्टर द मैच्योरिटी पीरियड, मीन्स जब तक टाइम ख़त्म हो जाता है उसके बाद वो पैसे आपको मिल जाते हैं अलॉन्ग विद द इंटरेस्ट अमाउंट। ओके, और इंटरेस्ट अमाउंट कौन देती है? बैंक देती है। ओके, सो रिकरिंग डिपॉजिट अकाउंट, in the recurring deposit account the rate of interest on recurring deposit is higher than on saving account, means जो rate of interest जो business जो बैंक दे रही है वो generally high होता है as compared to the saving account. Okay, now moving to the next, that is fixed deposit account or fixed deposit. It's very simple students. It is repayable after expiry of the specific period. The period may vary from 6 months to 5 years. Longer the period of deposit, higher is the rate of interest. Fixed deposit, you might have heard about this term, right? Fixed deposit or fixed deposit account. In this what happens student, any person can deposit a fixed sum of money. Let's say 5 lakh. Okay, I am depositing 5 lakh. Now 5 lakh rupees, that is the fixed and the lump sum amount which I want to deposit. Now I will be depositing this money for a fixed period, means for a fixed maybe for some months, maybe for some years. Okay, so the period may vary from 6 months to 5 years, means I can deposit the money for 6 months, I can deposit the money for 7 months or 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. I have to set a limit. Okay, let's suppose I am depositing 5 lakh for 1 year. Okay, for 1 year. The longer the period of deposit, the higher is the rate of interest, means जितना भी आपने deposit किया है उसके ऊपर आपको जब पैसे मिलेंगे, okay, तो बैंक इंटरेस्ट जोड़ के आपको पैसे देगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू हैव डिपॉजिटेड 5 लाख. ओके, यू हैव डिपॉजिटेड 5 लाख. नाउ यू हैव डिपॉजिटेड 5 लाख फॉर 1 ईयर. ओके, मीन्स आफ्टर 1 ईयर द मैच्योरिटी पीरियड विल कम. ओके, 1 ईयर के बाद आपको पैसे मिल जाएंगे आपके. नाउ 1 साल तक इस अमाउंट पे क्या होता है? इंटरेस्ट जुड़ता जाता है. जितना भी बैंक का इंटरेस्ट है वो इस पे टोटल प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट पे इंटरेस्ट ऐड होता जाता है. ओके, नाउ जब मैच्योरिटी पीरियड आ जाता है, मीन्स व्हेन इट हैज़ reached its maturity period, okay, after the maturity period the person gets the money along with the interest, okay, through bank. Now longer the period of deposit, higher is the rate. जितना long period होगा उतनी ही ज़्यादा rate of interest रहती है. okay, longer the period of deposit is the rate deposit, higher is the rate of interest. For example, okay, this is not accurate, just I'm giving an assumption. For example, for 1 year if it is 5%, if the rate is 5%, so for 3 years the rate of interest may be, let's say, 8% or 9%, etc. Okay, so generally longer the period, higher is the interest. The bank issue a receipt to the depositor acknowledging the receipt, called the fixed deposit receipt. Okay, so in return, okay, the person or the account holder deposits the money and in return the bank give him a receipt. Okay, and that receipt is known as your fixed deposit receipt. Now the rate of interest in fixed deposit is highest of all the other accounts. Okay, saving account, recurring account. Okay, it is higher than all. Now the next is multiple option deposit account. Now students, multiple option deposit account is the account which offers multiple options to depositors, as the name suggests, multiple option. Now what are the options? Let us see. This account can be combination with saving account and current account. Multiple option deposit account, as the name suggests, multiple option deposit accounts mean there are more options with the depositors. So multiple option deposit account is the combination of saving account and current account. In this account, the depositor can enjoy the liquidity of saving and current account and rate of interest of fixed deposit. When the amount of fixed deposit exceeds a particular limit, then automatically the amount gets transferred into fixed deposit. Now students, multiple option deposit account means it is a combination of saving account, okay, saving account as well as current account. Now saving account, why it is written that the depositor enjoys liquidity, of saving and current account means easily the depositor can withdraw the money whenever it is required from the saving account and as well as the current account, plus they can enjoy the rate of interest of fixed deposit. Okay, means जितना fixed deposit के लिए rate of interest होता है, okay, accordingly the interest is charged here, means they will like they will enjoy higher rate of interest. Okay, when the amount of deposit exceeds a particular limit, okay, जब वो डिपॉजिट जितना भी वो डिपॉजिट कर रहे हैं, if it exceeds a particular limit, then automatically the amount get transferred into fixed deposits. Let's suppose the limit of the account is 5 lakh. Okay, if the limit of multiple option deposit account, in this multiple option deposit account, if the limit is 5 lakh, and if the depositor or if the account holder is depositing more money, means more than 5 lakh, okay, let's suppose 5 lakh 50,000, then this amount will get automatically transferred, 50,000 will get automatically transferred in their fixed deposit account. This will be kept as their FD. Okay, so multiple option means the bank actually the depositor enjoys the facility of different account, like they enjoy the facility of saving account, they enjoy the facility of current account also, and they are enjoying the facility of fixed deposit account also, in which they get higher rate of interest. ज़्यादा rate of interest अगर मिलेगा उनको अपने deposit पे, then they will get more money after the maturity period. So that is why it is good for them. So here we have studied different types of accounts, the different types of bank accounts, right? Now we will study different services provided by bank. Now students, what are the services which are provided by bank? What are the services which the bank give? Let us understand this. The first one, bank draft. Bank draft. Now students, what is bank draft? Before going into the meaning of it, let me make you very clear about this. Bank draft is what? It's very simple. कुछ नहीं है इसमें. Bank draft is simple, like for example, I'll give you an example. Like for example, if a businessman is operating the business, okay, now a businessman has sufficient amount of funds, has sufficient amount of financial resources, okay, because he has to give money in the form of salary to his employees, and plus he has to pay for raw material, he has to pay to it laborers, he has to pay some amount of money in the form of taxes. So many requirements are there, many expenses are there, and therefore he require a whole lot of money. Okay, now this money cannot be kept in hand. Okay, वो ऐसे ही कैश को अपने पास पकड़ के नहीं रख सकता है, because बहुत सारे like it is a huge because generally it is a huge amount. Okay, he cannot keep it all the cash just like that. In that case, what the businessman does, the businessman deposits all the money which he is earning or which he is having into the bank. Okay, जितना भी उसके पास पैसा है वो सारा क्या करता है, बैंक में डिपॉजिट कर लेता है. देन क्या होता है, if he want to pay to the employee, okay, if he want to pay salary to the employee, then वो क्या करेगा, सिंपल से चेक काटेगा और चेक में लिख देगा सैलरी अमाउंट. इफ द सैलरी अमाउंट इज लेट्स सपोज 10,000, देन 10,000 पेबल टू जिसके नाम पे भी वो सैलरी जा रहा है, एम्प्लॉय के नाम पे, उस नाम पे वो सैलरी वो चेक काट के दे सकते हैं. एंड देन दी other person can go to the bank and then take the money through check. Okay, now this is the procedure of bank draft. Draft matlab generally the cash is not kept with businessman. Okay, the cash is deposited in the bank. He uses the check to pay to its customers or pay to its suppliers or pay to its employees. Okay, so that is bank overdraft. See the explanation now. Not overdraft, bank draft. See the explanation. This is a check drawn, as I told you, this is a check drawn by one bank against funds deposited into its account at another bank, authorizing the second bank to make payments to the individual whose name is written on the draft. जैसे मैंने बोला, बैंक ने अपना अमाउंट जमा कर दिया है. ओके, अपना अमाउंट जमा कर दिया है, जितना भी उसके पास पैसा है उसने अपने बैंक में जमा कर दिया है, एंड वो चेक काट कर दे देता है जिसके भी नाम पे उनको देना है. ओके, इन द नेम ऑफ एनी इंडिविजुअल हुज नेम इज़ रिटन. ओके, सपोज एम्प्लॉय है, लाइक XYZ करके एक एम्प्लॉय है, तो उनके नाम पे वो चेक बना लेगा, एंड ही विल ड्रॉ दैट चेक अगेंस्ट द फंड्स. अगेंस्ट द फंड्स मीन्स जितना भी उन्होंने डिपॉजिट किया है, जितना भी पैसा बिजनेसमैन के नाम पे है, उस नाम से वो एक चेक बनाएगा, एंड जितना भी सैलरी अमाउंट है वो सैलरी अमाउंट लिख कर वो चेक को दे देगा. ओके, ऑथराइजिंग द सेकेंड बैंक मीन्स जिस भी बैंक में वो जाकर चेक देगा, दे हैव टू पे द मनी टू द पर्सन. ओके, एंड it is a financial instrument through which money can be remitted from one person to another. Okay, it is a kind of check. Check is a kind of financial instrument which is remitted from one person to another. Okay, now the bank also charges some commission for issuing bank draft. Now बैंक चार्ज क्यों करता है सम परसेंट ऑफ कमीशन? देखिए यहाँ पे बैंक का काम क्या है, बैंक का काम ये है कि वो बिजनेसमैन के फंड्स को डिपॉजिट कर रहा है, उनको टेक केयर कर रहा है. ओके, सो यहाँ पे बैंक तो कुछ ना कुछ चार्ज करेगा, फ्री में तो वो काम नहीं कर रहा है बिजनेसमैन के लिए. दे विल चार्ज some amount of commission over the deposit. That is known as the charges of commission over the बैंक ड्राफ्ट. ओके, सो ये प्रोसीजर क्या बोलता है बेटा? बैंक ड्राफ्ट इज नथिंग बट वेरी सिंपल. यहाँ पे सिर्फ इतना रहता है कि एक जो बिजनेसमैन है वो अपने फाइनेंसेस को बैंक में डिपॉजिट करता है, उसके बदले बैंक उनको कुछ कमीशन चार्ज करता है. अब ये जो पैसे हैं, अगर बिजनेसमैन को कुछ देना है, किसी को सप्लाई को देना है रॉ मटेरियल खरीदने के लिए या कुछ भी करना है, देन डायरेक्टली सप्लायर्स को देना है या फिर एम्प्लॉयर्स को देना है रॉ मटेरियल खरीदने के लिए, तो इन दैट केस ही विल ड्रॉ अ चेक इन द नेम ऑफ द पर्सन एंड द पर्सन कैन गो डायरेक्टली टू द बैंक एंड दे कैन get the payment. Okay, so this is a bank draft. Now let us move to the second one, which is bank overdraft. Okay, let us understand this. Under this, a customer having current account is allowed to withdraw more than the balance in his account. We are talking only about the current account, students. Don't get confused by other account. Okay, we are only talking about the account which are generally opened by the business men only. Okay, so bank overdraft, in the bank overdraft the businessman can withdraw more than the balance in his account. For example, if in his account he has 1 lakh rupees and if he need 10,000 more, then he can withdraw 10,000 from the bank, which is bank overdraft. Okay, he can withdraw 10,000 from the bank. That is the bank overdraft. He can overdraw up to a specific limit. There is a specific limit. Okay, एक limitation होता है, उतनी ही तक वो draw कर सकते हैं. And for agreed period, means for certain period of time, after the maturity period, they have to pay back the money which they have taken, the extra money. Okay, now interest is charged on amount virtually overdrawn. Now overdrafting means bank उनको overdraft दे रहा है, means the bank is giving them more money than they have in their account, so they will not give it free of cost, right? They will charge some interest over this money, over the extra money which they are giving them as overdraft, right? Now see the last one, cash credit. As you all very well know, cash credit. Okay, cash credit means generally udhar pe dena. Okay, now let us understand this in the business banking point of view. Under this arrangement, the borrower, see students, the borrower is allowed to withdraw up to certain limits against security. Now under this arrangement, it's very simple, do not get confused. Under this system, the borrower can be anybody. Okay, borrower matlab koi bhi ho sakta hai. Borrower can be a person, borrower can be in cash credit also. Okay, in cash credit also the person can take credit. Okay, and the person should be a businessman. Okay, ये cash credit facility सिर्फ और सिर्फ businessman enjoy कर सकते हैं, the entrepreneurs. Okay, they can enjoy this facility. Now अब ये facility क्या है? borrower here means the businessman. Okay, so here the borrower is allowed to withdraw up to certain limit, means उनको ये facility दी जा रही है कि they can withdraw up to certain limit against security, means वो बिना पैसा पे किए वो पैसा ले सकते हैं बैंक से, बट with one condition, they have to take the money against security, means they have to give them some collateral. Okay, मतलब कुछ तो उनको एक गारंटी के तौर पे उनको देना पड़ता है, then they can withdraw the money in the form of credit. Okay, now that security is what? They can give their building as their collateral, they can give their raw material as their collateral, anything for the security purpose to the bank, and against that security they can borrow the money. ओके, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जस्ट वेरी जनरल एग्जाम्पल, जैसे हमें पैसे चाहिए तो जैसे बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं ना, जैसे छोटे छोटे लोग होते हैं या फिर कोई भी जनरल पब्लिक भी ऐसे करती है कि दे गो टू ज्वेलरी शॉप और वो अपनी ज्वेलरी को वहाँ रख के, सो दैट इज़ द कोलैटरल फॉर देम. ओके, ज्वेलरी को वहाँ रख के दे टेक द money. Okay, so in that way only the businessman can give collateral in the form of, like collateral can be in any form. collateral में वो building दे सकते हैं, they can be and they can keep raw material as their collateral, building as their collateral, anything, and they can borrow the, or they can withdraw the money up to certain limit from the bank. Okay, this is for the businessman only. So these are the facilities, these are the extra services which are given by the banks. Okay, these are the services which are provided by the bank. So that's it, student. The leftover topic will continue in the next class.